YMCA. YMCA. Pat, how does it go again?
I'll never forget it! I had one night to say. My big woman came. I said, what are the prints? My sister applauded. I've been making ever since.
It's better than hot. What he said that we did. I'm so proud. The balls. It was the day I know. It ain't for the friend. Call me out of my head. Like sweet applause.
Danny, come here.
Yes, Mr. Benedict.
Eve Harrington, Danny Byrne.
Hi.
Danny, if you had to sell something, which would you choose? Your dancing shoes or your mother?
My mother.
You let's go, let's go, okay. World around inside. I'm slightly cuckoo, but it's known to me to say, row, 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 row. And I feel brilliant, fantastic, super, fantastic,
Working it to trackers. Come in, trackers. I am not a crook. Repeating, I am not a crook. Now let me make one thing perfectly clear.
It was former Vice President Nixon, the biggest Tommy hunter of all time.
Must be a Democrat. Pat, lock the door.
I've done this before. I like to do it. My daughter turned sweet 16 today. She's not a bashful girl. I don't think she planned on this. And I'd like for you to join us as we sing Happy Birthday to Taylor. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Taylor. Happy birthday to you.
Hold everything. Don't put your 3D glasses on yet. Wait until we tell you to later on in the video. When you are instructed to put your glasses on, make sure the dark lens goes over your right eye. Remember, dark lens over your right eye.
Hi, I'm RC.
And I'm Darren.
And we're both actual students here at Mountain View College. Now I know what you're saying. Yeah, actual students. Yeah, right. You guys are a bunch of actors getting paid. No, we're both actual students here at Mountain View College. And we'd like to tell you a little bit about the school and why we think it would be the best choice on when deciding what to do after high school. Now, Mountain View College is part of a 7-campus system known as the Dallas County Community College District.
Get an education.
Go to school, don't
Darren.
be a fool.
Darren.
I'm going to smack you if you don't quit.
The Dallas County Community College District is one of the largest community college districts in the U.S. and one of the most experienced.
when it comes to helping students like yourselves start a college career. Now, for the next few moments, Darren and I are going to show you around campus, let you see it for yourselves, and let you see what MVC has to offer you. So come on, let's check out the view. It's a pretty good lead in there, the view of Mountain View. Yeah, brilliant. Come on. Hey, Darren, did you know that Mountain View College was built over 25 years ago? No. In a beautiful location in southwest Dallas County? No. Which is where we are now. Really? Beauty. Didn't know. I'm telling you.
The first thing you'll notice about the Mountain View College campus is how beautiful it is. 240 acres of woodlands, creeks, and wildlife. It's a great place to hang out, even when you're not in classes.
But for the most part, the action is inside these walls. Mountain View College has so many educational options, well, it's hard for us to list them all. Yeah. If you're planning on attending a 4-year college or university, come to MVC first. You get your 2-year associates, and then you can transfer. Mountain View College is proud of its distinguished faculty who are dedicated to your long-term educational dreams. A wide curriculum of courses, fully transferable to 4-year universities, is yours at Mountain View, plus the learning support to further ensure your success.
If you're interested in technical and vocational training, once again, Mountain View College is the place to be. Whether it's electronics, welding, office careers, or computer-aided design, Mountain View College offers the best possible training in those areas, and more.
Mountain View offers courses you won't find at other campuses, like our aviation technology courses, which offer everything from helping you become a professional pilot, airline management, air cargo transport, and aircraft dispatcher.
MVC is also home for the Performing Artists Musical Theater Conservatory, an extensive 2-year program designed for the serious student of acting, dance, musical theater, and motion pictures.
And hey, what about the future? Mountain View is ready by keeping up with rapidly changing technology and innovative methods to teach you, the student.
You know, literally, there's something for everyone at Mountain View College, no matter what your educational needs may be.
I seem to be a little strapped for cash.
Hey, that's the best part about attending Mountain View. You can't find a more affordable way to start a college career.
The community college was originally designed to make a college education a reality for anyone who wants it, no matter what their financial situation may be. And Mountain View College is part of that original vision. Our counselors, staff, and financial aid advisors can show you how cost-effective attending MVC can be.
So, you come here often?
By now, you see that your educational choices are very important to us, right, Darren?
Right.
But it's not just the classes that we're talking about.
The quality of student life is also important at Mountain View. That's why the college goes all out to make sure there are plenty of special events and activities for everybody. I'll take one.
Student Programs and Resources, or SPAR, is in charge of making sure there's a lot to see and do at MVC. So many activities, so little time.
Wow. You know, Darren, you never know what you're going to see here at Mountain View College. Actually, you have no idea what you're going to see here, especially when you want to go back to that building. RC, that building, you don't know what you're going to see. I mean, the things behind me, it's amazing. Hello? Please, do you mind? I'm trying to talk. Thank you.
But there's
Anyways, like I was saying, there are things behind me that would even amaze yourselves. Yeah. So let's review what we've talked about so far.
Okay.
Mountain View has the experience and proven methods to help all students from every walk of life achieve their educational goals. For example, if your goal is to transfer to a 4-year university, Mountain View College is the place to start.
Mountain View offers excellent training in vocational and occupational fields, and you'll find special courses and programs only at MVC.
Mountain View is extremely affordable. It was designed from the beginning to be financially accessible to everyone.
Mountain View is a vibrant and exciting campus. Student life is also a priority here, and our activities speak for themselves.
Is it time yet? Is it time yet? Is it time yet? Is it time yet?
Yes,
Is it time yet?
Darren,
Is it time yet?
yes,
Is it time yet?
Yes, Darren, it's time.
Yes! 3D. The next part of the video is in 3D. For this, you're going to need your 3D glasses, and basically, follow the instructions coming up.
Wow.
Wow!
It's like being there!
Yes, it's like being there. With your high-tech glasses, you'll now visit the Mountain View College campus without leaving your seat. First, place the glasses on your face. Sit in front of the television set, not behind it. And get ready for MVC 3D.
Well, hey, I guess that about covers it, huh?
Yep, that's a wrap.
Hey, we've enjoyed showing you what Mountain View College has to offer, and we hope that you seriously consider checking us out as you make your college plans.
You can't go wrong with Mountain View. You get a quality education at an affordable price, plus this beautiful and exciting atmosphere.
Hey, look, Bambi!
Yeah, and 25 years of experience.
So what are you waiting for? Call for more information.
Or better yet, come visit us in person.
Exactly. I know one thing. Darren and I are looking forward to seeing you.
Sure are.
And remember, go to school, don't be a fool, go.
Get an education.
What was that?
It was singing.
What was that?
Well, it was
like someone choked a duck. What was that?
Hey, that was lousy.
Hey, where you going? Hey, we'll see you later.
You're lousy.
Former professor of music Gene Brown made these comments about the performance hall for a video celebrating the college's 20th anniversary in 1990.
And I remember, I can still smell it. I can remember when Pat Bond, in those days, Pat Yarber, said, come look at our performance hall. And we went walking down this, nothing was finished on the east side, absolutely nothing. We walked down and walked into what was to become the performance hall. There was this mound of wet, black dirt, and I just said, oh, I can still remember it.
5 years later, in accordance with her final wishes, Jean's memorial service was held in the performance hall. And she wasn't the first Mountain View employee to make that request. Why would a simple 400-seat performance space at a community college warrant this kind of devotion? Students, faculty, and community members feel a kind of reverence for the space, which has seen countless performances of every kind in its 40-year history. Maybe there was something special about the space from the very beginning. The college was late opening its doors in 1970 because of construction delays. The hall itself was ready even later, almost 9 months later. Records are sketchy, but it appears the first performance hall event is a toss-up between either a production of The Owl and the Pussycat or a demonstration by the music department of the new electronic miracle, the Moog synthesizer, complete with a female performance artist dressed as a witch. She reportedly stripped off the witch costume, revealing a cheerleading outfit underneath, all while the Moog played and psychedelic lighting flashed. It was, after all, 1971. From those beginnings came countless hours of music, theater, dance, lectures, events of every description, impossible to list. Plays, both dramas and comedies, have a history as old as the hall itself. Titles include both the obscure and experimental, as well as the respected classics. Student actors oftentimes experience the thrill and deep sense of accomplishment of live theater for the very first time in their lives on the performance hall stage. Play productions were always open to participation by people from the community and not just enrolled students. The quality of work seen on stage has received critical praise for almost 4 decades. Open discussion, the free exchange of ideas and information. The performance hall has been where students and community meet for provocative thought.
If all of the powers of government had been concentrated in one department of government, and that department had failed us, then the entire government would have collapsed.
What's up, Doc? For my second number this morning,
An astonishing number of guest speakers have visited the stage of the performance hall, enriching the lives of those who were lucky enough to attend.
Right for all. I see whereupon I say, can you see me?
And these special moments in time aren't limited to the guest speaker. Special performances, visiting theatrical troupes, piano competitions, and unique lectures by faculty also make the long list. Music and the performance hall were made for one another. Mountain View College bands, choirs, soloists, ensemble groups, even rock bands. The challenge of performing live music creates a sense of accomplishment for the students while further enriching the community. School children in the Mountain View College service area and beyond were brought to our campus, sometimes totaling 7,000 in a week, for what was for many their first exposure to the magic of live theater and hopefully creating new generations of college students. It may be impossible to fully appreciate the positive ripple effect of the Mountain View College Children's Theater productions during the years it was a popular campus attraction. The physical and creative demands of all forms of dance, from ballet to jazz to folklorico, shares a major portion of the energy on display within the performance hall. Dance concerts and galas have been staged almost from the start, involving students of dance and community and visiting dance professionals. just containing the size and resulting energy of a program of dance has always been a job only the performance hall could handle. The long history of musical theater staged at Mountain View College perhaps demonstrates best the combination of student, staff, and community talents that could only happen in the performance hall. Name any well-known Broadway musical, chances are it was staged within these walls. The talent necessary to do so in acting, music, dance, as well as the breathtaking technical accomplishments in scenic design, lighting, and costuming, is simply staggering. These productions, as well as those already mentioned, oftentimes equal or surpass similar efforts by four-year theater, dance, and music programs. The Performance Hall has always been a beautiful and functional facility, especially with the new renovation, but it's more than just a well-equipped room. There's just something about it, a very special energy that is hard to explain. It's a place where individuals are challenged, tested, where creative ideas and collaborations forever transform the lives of the participants. And with the new Performance Hall, we celebrate the old and the new, while eagerly anticipating a new generation as it literally takes the stage. Are you a student, business owner, veteran, parent, unemployed, or underemployed? If so, Mountain View College is your access to success. Affordable tuition, close to home, athletic programs, convenient course formats, transferable degrees and technical certificates. Register today, mountainviewcollege.edu, and like us on Facebook.
Today we're going to talk about scientific notation. I have some very interesting numbers over here written in scientific notation.
This is Biology 116, the unit for microbiology. In room W15, the first thing you'll need to do is get your Petri dish.
Welcome to Biology 115, Unit 1, the metric system.
Okay. On this tape, I'm going to talk about glycolysis and the Krebs cycle. And I'd like you to look on, I believe it's page 41 of your lab manual, for a chart that looks like this.
If you will now, push the pause, wait a moment, and then the rewind.
Announcements. This weekend, the film festival, 23 films for $5. Friday, in Performance Hall, we'll have the famed Arthur James Dickey here at 10 o'clock. He will be here all day on campus.
If a small town ever gets it in for somebody, that's it. There's very little he can do that'll make any difference. Eulogy had it in for Tonnage Townsend. Some said he went over the hill in World War II.
What do you smell, Otis?
I don't know. Smells like chickens to me.
Isn't he nasty? His clothes are filthy.
He lives out there with that dummy.
That ain't normal.
They are all God's children, Miss Macon. Peachy, have you got those dishes done yet?
Tonnage should have been in the Navy.
Hey, you would have deserted there, too.
You know what Tonnage should have been in the Navy? He would have made a great anchor. Hey, did you see his baby photos, B.F.? They was aerial pictures.
Yeah, but Tonnage is retired now.
Oh, retired, is he?
Can't you see? He built a shed over his tools.
To get these things on credit.
Hey, Gus, how you gonna give credit to a man who deserted his fellows on the field of battle?
Wasn't me.
What are you gonna do? Put up that dummy for collateral?
No. He couldn't live without the dummy. Our things. We'll be going along. What's he think that piss ain't gonna do to me anyway?
I can't take a chance on you, Tonnage. You know, I only extend credit to church folks because I know they'll pay.
Like them there.
That's right.
car full of women.
Girls, sometimes you have to beard the lion in his den. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Eulogy Soul Patrol.
You ladies a long way from eulogy. Being as you're here, you might as well sit down.
No, thank you. We've been sitting all morning, Mr. Townsend.
We don't get much company out here, being so far away and all.
We would travel to the Windy Plains Societies to bring one soul to the Word.
We're high on the word.
How about some chicken? H, bring the girls some fried chicken.
No, thank you, really. We can only stay a minute.
You come all this way and can only stay a minute? Go on, sit down. Take a load off. H, bring the gals chicken. I raised this myself. About to eat up the whole flock.
Mr. Townsend, we are from the church, and we would like to invite you to Sunday services, and Mr. H, too. And if you like, we can tidy up a little bit around here. Cleaning up is woman's work. And we could get rid of those.
I'm fixing to get shit at them myself. I set out a bunch of spiders.
Spiders?
Well, there ain't nothing better to get rid of bugs than a parcel of hungry spiders. They eat them right up.
I'm afraid the ladies are not used to such a primitive environment, Mr. Townsend. Perhaps we could come back later after the spiders have done their work. What is that creature, Mr. Townsend?
Why, ain't a thing in the world but an old chicken, Miss Lorraine.
It's horribly pink.
It's sunburned.
Sunburned chicken, Mr. Townsend?
The old thing got into where they was spraying the trees for bagworms. Ate some of the poison and all her feathers fell out. Then the fool thing went and got herself sunburned.
Poor thing, what are you doing for it?
Gonna put it in a pot, that's what. Look, I won't even have to pluck her. Cook her on Sunday. Make some fine chinketed dumplings.
Mr. Townsend, if you insist on living like this, I guess there's nothing we can do about it. But frankly, you are a burden for the rest of us to carry. Now, if you don't want to go to church, that's fine.
Hey, I know what we could do.
Yeah, what's that?
All right,
on now. Don't be grab-assing.
Otis, I didn't think you were smart enough to think of something like this. Give it a little gas. Come on, give it a little goose.
Hold on now.
Oh, come on, Otis, stop pussyfooting around. Just do it.
Well, everybody gonna have a glory. Everybody gonna be singing that glory. Everybody gonna have a wonderful time up there. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Brother Dave reckon gonna come in the morning. Better get ready, I'm giving you the warning. Everybody gonna have a wonderful time up there.
Hey, dummy. You don't know what you just done.
Come on, boy, kick his ass! Yeah! Come on, Charlie! Come on, Charlie! Come on, kill him, boy! Yeah, get that dog! Give it to him! Come on, boy! Come on, get it! Get it! Come here!
I mean, it was just right along here.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and welcome to Mountain View College. With the help of Master Naturalist volunteers and WalkStem, we've created a walk celebrating the natural environment and wildlife around us. Mountain View College is located on Austin Chalk, which provides a unique experience of observing science in the real world. The college was built in 1970 on the location of a rock quarry. But in 2000, the 30th anniversary of the school, Mountain View College became the first urban wildlife sanctuary on a college campus to be certified by the Humane Society of the United States, and more recently designated as a certified wildlife habitat by the National Wildlife Federation in 2014. Students like me have been trained to introduce you to our little haven of nature. On this walk, we will offer experiences and activities that can help connect you to the world around you. We will cover topics such as the fossil records, diversity of fauna and flora, food webs, the distinction between the biomes, and mathematics. In just a short time, a group can get a chance to see a variety of ecosystems, from our ponds and waterways to the woodland trails and on to an example of restored blackland prairie. Our various ecosystems attract diverse species. Some migrate, and some are year-round residents. Our plant communities offer something of interest in every season. Hope you've enjoyed the tour, and I hope we've given you an appreciation for nature and how it operates in the urban environment. We look forward to seeing you here at Mountain View.
The romance is gone.
We don't communicate anymore.
You're a stranger in our home.
You don't understand my needs.
You leave the seat up.
Why don't you shave your legs?
I guess I'm just codependent.
Wait! Don't change spouses. Change your soft drink. Drink Sioux City Sarsaparilla. Sioux City Sarsaparilla is refreshingly different. A delicious American tradition. Smooth, flavorful Sioux City tingles the taste buds. So put romance back into your life with the exciting taste of Sioux City Sarsaparilla.
And if I ever put spirit gum on my face again, I'll just
You're silly getting into her prosthetics.
What's that kind of day?
it wouldn't be as interesting. Art brings everything to the world. Art is everywhere. Art is in technology, and just like our phones, TV, our bodies.
Well, if there was an art, you wouldn't be watching this, because art is viewing filming, video, photography, especially dance. And if there was no art, the world would have been a mistake.
I think the world would be a very scary place to live in, because basically the whole world consists of art. So if you take out art, you're talking about like music, dancing, technology, everything. So everything would just be gone. So I don't know. That scares me. I don't know. It brings fear to me if the world can have this type of art.
It would probably be a blank canvas for me, because I'm an artist and I create stuff every day, and it'd be kind of a dark place.
If this wasn't here, it would just be a blank wall. It would be so boring, and if you walked through this hall and you didn't see this, you would have nothing to talk about for the rest of your day. Like, did you see that wall piece in the art hall? If it wasn't there, then it would be like, yeah, Mountain View's boring. It's just a boring hallway. So, yeah.
So the work of art that offends you is just as valuable to you as the work of art that delights you. They both impact you. They're both saying something about you in a way.
Art.
This is not going to be a blooper stage. Okay. No bloopers.
Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe some bloopers. Randy, what do you think?
It comes natural with things that, things in art.
No, it's very good. It's actually very true.
It's dueling
No,
phones.
her phone's going now.
Yes.
That's one of the things.
I thought we were getting a little.
Yeah, no, my mom was calling me.
Did you know that art is found everywhere, from design of your phone to the cut of your outfit to the architecture in which you're standing? What do you think about that?
Well,
stop that.
I think.
Stop. Okay, we're not doing that.
I was being
we're not doing that.
And these are all things that we've made, things that we've designed. And, without all those things, the world would be a pretty bleak place. We'd be naked in a field.
Which can be fun.
Which can be fun, depending on the weather.
When I was a theater student at Mountain View College in the early 1970s, being in the kids show, or the children's play, was always a blast. And so now that I work here, along with some good friends who also were students here at one time and remember those days, we got together and decided we wanted a new generation of students to experience the same excitement and joy that we had when performing the kids show.
We have a long tradition of great theater at Mountain View College that includes straight plays and major musicals. A big part of that is our children's show, and it's beneficial to the students. It gives some of them their first opportunity on stage. It's beneficial to staff members who participate, and mostly it's beneficial to the children of our service area, and in a lot of cases it's their first exposure to theater of any kind, and we like to think that we are introducing them to the arts.
In the beginning years of Mountain View College's 30-year history, the Fine Arts Department included in its season of theatrical productions one children's play. Area elementary schools would be invited to attend such productions as The Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland. It was an immediate hit. The annual production would play to full houses, twice a day for 1 week in September.
I remember the huge crowds of kids, thousands of them. Lines of school buses outside the college main entrance, kids cheering and laughing and having a great time.
My first show here was Renard the Fox. I played Noble the Lion. The second day of class we had auditions, and I was very surprised to be thrown into it.
Rod Wilson was the director of theater for nearly 21 years. His skillful direction and dedication to his students was primarily responsible for the success of the children's play, as well as for the overall rapid growth of the theater department during that time.
Rod was one of those individuals who demanded nothing less than excellence from all of us, and we tried to meet those expectations. In fact, it was his influence that made a number of us want to come back here and teach or be part of the staff.
Jay Hall, Randy Clower, Chris Jenkins, and Larry Tarver are all former MVC Theatre students who now hold faculty or staff positions at the college.
And I'm still putting up with Jay and Randy and Chris. What are the odds of four of us who were students here originally still being here working and performing?
There's always been something very special about the theater department here at Mountain View. And it all started back when Rod Wilson was the director of the department, and he instilled a great enthusiasm in the students and the faculty.
As popular as the kids' show was, Rod decided to phase it out in 1980 in order to concentrate on program changes in the theater department.
The children's show was discontinued in the early 80s, mainly because we had implemented a summer musical theater program producing 1 to 2 shows each summer.
Sadly, in 1991, Rod Wilson passed away.
It was only after Rod died that the notion of reintroducing the children's show came about, and I wish that he were here to see it.
Well, she knew I was bald. Here, let's get this over with now, folks. I have no hair.
In 1995, Mountain View College celebrated its 25th anniversary. During the year-long celebration at the college, the theater department decided to stage a reunion review of selected scenes and numbers from each of the many musicals it had staged over the years. Some 75 former and current students joined together for this emotionally charged event.
That was a party. It was like old home week around here. People literally I had not seen in over 20 years, all coming from all over the United States at their own expense to be a part of this reunion.
Colorado, Washington State, New York, California, Michigan, Grand Prairie.
It was an incredibly emotional experience for all of us.
As old friends and cast members relived fond memories and once again performed on the MVC stage, the subject of the kids' show eventually arose.
During the 25th reunion, somebody said something like, "Hey, whatever happened to the kids shows? The kids show was great. You know, had a lot of fun during those. You know, how come you don't do them anymore?" And we looked at each other and we thought, yeah, how come we don't do the kids show anymore?
When we decided to bring the children's show back, we also decided it wouldn't be something traditional. It wouldn't be Alice in Wonderland or Renard the Fox. It would have to be a completely original piece, with music, with dancing, with costumes, with extravagant sets.
After about a 15-year absence from the beginning of the department when we did the children's show until 4 or 5 years ago when we started doing them again, we were worried that there might not be any enthusiasm from the elementary schools after that long an absence, but we found out that that was not the case.
Tales from Cyberworld, written by Randy Clower with lyrics by Jay Hall and music by Elaine Davidson and Sean McWilliams, ended the long hiatus of the MVC children's play in September of 1996. A science fiction extravaganza complete with good guys and bad, and a few assorted alien monsters, Cyberworld featured students, faculty, staff, and returning alumni who wanted to once again be a part of the magic. Mountain View was once more enjoying a week of happy, youthful theatergoers, all attending free of charge and witnessing a brand new theatrical work.
And you know, some things never change. We sold out a week-long run of a show, 2 shows a day, 6,000 kids, and we did it before we had a final script.
After the success of Tales from Cyberworld, the same creative team decided to collaborate again on another totally original work. Cereal Box Submarine was the story of 3 kids who get a toy submarine as a prize out of a box of breakfast cereal. The toy is magical, of course, and expands to full size, and our heroes are soon off on an oceanic voyage of discovery, and a run-in with the evil Commodore Sludge, a whaler and polluter of the environment. But in the end, good always triumphs over evil.
You know, obviously we want to entertain and we want to have fun while we do these. But the most important thing about the kids' show is the message that the kids take away from it. It might be a message about drugs, it might be a message about the environment, it might be a message about joining gangs or not. That message is the key to the show.
The third original play was entitled New School Blues and was penned by the same team. The play dealt with being the new kid in a new school and the fears associated with that childhood trauma. Danny, the new kid, attends hopeless elementary school and experiences gang-like hall monitors, a demented principal bent on stifling creative or independent thought, and a spanking machine, the ultimate corporal punishment device.
Well, gee, you know, you can't let the students have all the fun around here. So some of us have played roles in the children's show, and I got to play Principal Splinter, and I got to rise out of the orchestra pit on a huge hydraulic lift to sing my song during a school assembly scene. And that was a lot of fun. A little scary, but great fun.
Principal Splinter is finally brought down by the one thing he can't stand, paper airplanes, since they represent to him a serious breach in discipline. Each performance required the folding of some 200 paper airplanes, which were tossed from the lighting grid above the kids in the audience. Finally, the fourth original kids show hit the stage in 1999, Echoes of the Orinoco. In Echoes of the Orinoco, the students portrayed the diverse animal life of a South American rainforest and wore unique combinations of masks and mechanical contrivances to symbolize their animal characters. No attempt was made to hide the actors themselves, as with standard animal or mascot-type costumes. These propstumes, as they were dubbed, were designed to look almost primitive and tribal. Tak the toucan and his daughter Tikal are threatened by man's encroachment on the rainforest, as well as by the hate-mongering Raksa, a bird-eating Goliath spider. Raksa uses prejudice and fear to control many of the other animals in the forest and almost brings them to a disastrous end.
This is probably the most visual of all the children's shows that we've done, although every show that we've done has had plenty of eye candy for the kids.
From the Amazon rainforest to a mystical land of dragons, Tales of Dragons was produced in September of 2000. The show follows the quest of a prince and princess as they go in search of dragons and try to determine whether or not they actually exist. There is no doubt they do in any child's mind at the conclusion of the show, when a 21-foot hydraulically operated show-stopping dragon rises from underneath the stage floor. The success of this new era in children's theater at Mountain View College is evidenced by the fact that the shows are now fully booked almost 5 months in advance, and it is also reflected in the eyes of the children who attend.
After each of these productions, we all ask ourselves, how can we top it? And then the next year, somehow we do.
4 dogs.
Wow.
Your friend Elizabeth Sullivan.
No se pache. Pues en Spanish. Me gusta porque habían unos actores vestidos
A week
de
after the
muchas
shows
cosas.
close, letters begin to arrive from the elementary schools and the young fans.
My favorite part was when the monkeys all ran around. My favorite character was the anaconda. It was funny when the frog kept hopping around. It was cool when the toucan flew to the sun. My favorite characters are the toucans. I liked them because they tried their best and they were funny. My mom took me back there Wednesday afternoon, but it was closed. I wanted to see the play again, but I couldn't because it was closed.
Dear fine arts students, you are so good that I will be an actor when I grow up. Then I will be like you. Will you come and see us?
But guys, I have to say, I love you. Jaguar, don't listen to that spider anymore. I thought the other field trip was gonna be fun, but yours was better. I knew that I was gonna have a lot of fun doing this kids show because I'd heard the instructors talking about past years and how much fun they've had and how great the kids are, and so I knew that it was gonna be a really good time, and I did. I had a lot of fun. It was a blast. I'm definitely gonna do it again.
But really get into it, you know, and say thank you and ask you for your autograph. But kids are cool, yeah.
It's cool to have the kids look up to you, and you can just hear them, and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel that you're being a better person.
Our students win. The children who attend win. The college wins. Everyone wins with the children's show. To win.
As long as there are school children to entertain and enlighten, Mountain View College will continue to fill the need. The Kids Show is just one of many ways Mountain View has found to serve both the college student and the surrounding community, including, of course, the kids.
And maybe one day when we're all retired, some of our current students will make up the faculty and staff here at Mountain View. And some of the children who are currently attending our shows will be the students here at Mountain View. And they'll be the ones performing in those shows for a whole new generation of children. You see, the cycle goes on.
Good. Let's do it again. And clapper man.
Action!
Yeah.
And pull me apart on that 5. So we're here on 4 and 5. Bind my 6, 7, or something.
Off to the side so I can see you do that. Excellent. All right. Don't you worry. I am blown away by the talent. Do it again. Quick. Look. Oh, I'll always forget that. All right, so what are you doing here, man?
Here in Mountain View.
Well, tell me all about Mountain View and why you like it. Wait, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. All right. So what's your name?
Jose Vargas.
Jose Vargas. Now, where did you go to high school?
I went to high school in Sunset for my first year, but then I transferred to Kimball, and that's where I spent my last years in high school.
Cool. And how do you like Mountain View?
It's pretty good. I mean, I used to go to Bethune, the elementary school across the street, and I used to dream about coming here, actually. And now that I'm actually here, it's kind of pretty cool.
You used to dream about coming to Mountain View?
Yeah, cause I used to come here. We used to have field trips, and we used to watch the performances here. And when I was little, I thought it was pretty huge, like university. And I was like, oh man, I want to come here.
Shows? Did you see any children's shows by any chance?
Yeah, children's shows. Yeah.
Did you see a big dragon come out of the ground, out of the pit?
Yeah.
Remember anything?
All I can remember is that it was like 1,000 paper planes flying around.
Principal Splinter is finally brought down by the one thing he can't stand, paper airplanes, since they represent to him a serious breach in discipline. Each performance required the folding of some 200 paper airplanes, which were tossed from the lighting grid above the kids in the audience.
You saw New School Blues? Wow, and it made you want to come here?
Yes, it did.
You have to tell that story.
Yeah, when I was in elementary, you know, the teacher was telling us we're going to go to a field trip. I was expecting the zoo or something, but then when we were walking, we came actually walking all the way from the school to here, and it was really packed. And then when the show began, it was incredible. I mean, it was like, I'm not even exaggerating. It was like amazing. And when I saw Mountain View, the whole thing, I was like, oh man, I had to come here. Actually, me and my friends were actually talking about, like, watch, when we're like 19, we're gonna be right here. We're gonna be on that stage. We're gonna be, you know, talking to all the girls and stuff. It's gonna be incredible.
That's great. You have made my day.
Hi, my name is Yuri Ramos, and I am a special effects artist and a costume fabricator for film and TV shows. I first heard of Mountain View College as a child. I attended Bethune Elementary, which was the elementary school that was across the street from Mountain View. And as a child, I remember our teachers bringing us all to the theater department at the time. And we'd attend these children's shows that were put on a yearly basis. And so my very earliest shows that I remember attending was one that involved this magical and enormous dragon that would appear from the apron of the stage. And I remember screaming with my classmates out of pure joy and excitement from seeing this magical creature come to life. And there was another one as well that I can't remember if it was the year before or the year after, that was very green from what I remember, very tropical, and it involved a toucan, I think, maybe a snake. I can't entirely remember, but those were my first introductions to live theater, and ever since then I was hooked. I wanted to be the people that I saw on the stage. I was so drawn to the performances and the music and the colors, and it was just sensory overload for my 7 and 8 year old self at the time. And so ever since then, I started pursuing the theater. Fast forward to graduating high school, I attended Booker T as a theater major. And I was finally able to attend Mountain View College myself. And I found myself becoming one of the key members during my time there in the theater department, where I was both a performer and a crew member. I worked as a stage manager. I even assisted in the theater or in the dance departments as well, as a production manager for them for a while. And I owe it all to those children's shows that inspired me and ingrained that sense of magic and wonder at a very early age, that anything was possible. And so for a kids show to have such a huge impact on me, I am forever grateful to Mountain View College and to the theater department and to the kids shows for giving me that push and that motivation to pursue something out of the ordinary. And so nowadays I'm very lucky and very fortunate that my career is doing very well, and I'm working for enormous films and TV shows such as DC's Aquaman and Marvel Comics' Captain Marvel and Disney's Star Wars live-action TV show The Mandalorian. And so I am forever, forever, forever grateful to my very humble beginnings of being an audience member in these Mountain View kids shows for inspiring me to do what I do. So thank you.